Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Shady Josh. This is my Porsche 911. You guys will have seen I work on mostly motorbikes, but this is a Porsche I've owned for a couple of years, and I've been working on it already for on and off for a bit, and I'm gonna start documenting it on YouTube because people seem to like my videos about the bikes, and so I might as well capture this on camera as well. So I'll do a really quick tour of what I've done. So basically when I got it, it was super rusty everywhere, and I've just been trying to preserve it. So all this front is complete trash. This all needs to be changed, so I'm going to have to cut the whole front of this car off, basically across there, cut the front off and just do it again. When I got it, I didn't know what to do, but I just didn't like the way it was rusting out, so I basically painted it with rust proof paint just to kind of slow down the rusting process. I changed out some stuff on this wing here, so this rail this was my first bit of welding that I did on the car, so that's all been done there. And the front I haven't really touched. Again, inside it's full of parts actually at the moment, but if I just remove a few of these bits, I've basically gone through, as you can see there, and I've just gone through with like a wire wheel and just cleaned up these floors a bit, and I'll kind of cover them in a future video. Then inside here again, I've been through and basically taken a wire wheel to this stuff and just cleaned it up the best I can just to stop it rusting. Then here in the back, I've been using my wire wheel again and just cleaning up all this. So, and here there was a massive hole, and so here I have basically made a panel. Maybe I'll show it a bit better from the outside. There was a massive hole here, and yeah, don't judge my welding, people. I'm not a welder and I've never restored a car, so this is literally a brand new beginner working on this. But there was a hole here. Maybe you can see, if I can move that hoover, you can see the outline. So there's the welding down there, then up here and across here. So I basically fabricated up that piece, and I literally found a really heavy old school DVD box or something, a really thick gauge steel, and I rolled it and basically rolled the steel into this shape. Then what I did is I also cut this off, this whole section here. I cut this off so I could just clean it up, and then I welded it back on the car. And then I made this, which, yeah, if you guys are Porsche experts, you know that this is really dodgy looking work if you're a professional, but I'm not. And this is, you know, a 1969 Porsche that was basically almost in the scrapyard because it was so rusty. So I've made a start. Some of this stuff, you know, it's not perfect, but it will do. And then I was here yesterday and I was working on this section, and again, doesn't look that amazing, and I got my measurements wrong somehow, so I cut too much off there, so that was a joke. So I have to make a little patch for that part. But basically this is my welding, and I'm just welding in patches like this. This is a part of a repair panel, so you can buy this whole parcel shelf, which I did. It was about 60 quid, and I just cut this end off and I'm welding it in place. So this isn't too bad actually. I was doing it in the dark yesterday just by spotlights, and those welds don't look too bad. So I will continue on with cleaning that up. You can see that I've got to fabricate a piece. I'll just move my welding thing. I need to fabricate a piece to go here and stick up there, and then I've already prepared this. This is like a corner repair, and that will just go there. So that looks pretty good actually. So I was shaping this up yesterday, and that's all going to fit in with all this. So that's the welding bit that I'm working on, and so I'll pick up on that in a minute. But in the meantime, I did all of this work yesterday, and I'll slip in a clip in a minute of what I've been up to with this front. But here there's a massive bar, and you'll see it better in a minute when I do another clip. This is the front suspension, and I've basically taken this off the car. It was too awkward to film, but I've taken it off the car, cleaned it up, so I'll show that video right now. So I think this might work actually. what I'm trying to do here is, all of these parts are really rusty and I just want to save this torsion bar which is inside here. I just looked on Design 911, they are £500 a pair plus VAT, and these two, there's no reason why they shouldn't work. If you can get them out, you can put them back in and they'll work just fine. So what I'm going to do is just give a little squirt here just to make me feel better. I won't really do anything. Little squirt inside there, and then I'm going to take my bar, my mallet, and I've hooked this on over the end of the table so that it won't slide off, and I'm just going to give it a hammering on this and see what happens. It looks like, grab a shot of that end, I think it's going to come out. Yes, that is a win. That is a huge win. So this is the torsion bar, and you can see it's rusty and it's a bit, you know, it's cruddy, but it's totally functional. So there's rust and paint and stuff on there. You can see these splines are all, they're all fine. Well, rinse and repeat. If it works, keep going. So I have continued on with this side and I've done most of the work, and it's nearly, oh there you go, it's now popped out. So that's off, so that's awesome. And I'm just going to go straight in. I'm going to get this in here and just see, oh wow, that one, I didn't even need to hammer on it. So that is a huge win for me. I've got 2 torsion bars, I've saved 600 quid, huge, massive result. So what should we do next? I don't know how else this comes apart. There's a bolt there that I couldn't undo, so I'll have to come back to that one. And I've tried hammering. I'll give it another hammer just for good effect. But I'm trying to do this. To be honest, that might be the only thing I save. I think I might just scrap all of this and start again with brand new parts, because, well, that was a huge win because I was able to get those torsion bars out, saved some money, and now what I'm going to do is probably go inside and I'm going to check how much all of these parts cost brand new, and if they're not too expensive and they're available, I'm going to make the decision not to reuse any of this stuff on my 69 Porsche 911. Then what I can do is I can take this bar, which is the crossbar, and this was bolted into the car. So there's a bolt which goes in here up into the car and a bolt which goes here up into the car. And I'm going to mount this whole crossbar onto this RSJ,